What's up, all my gnarly ones? It is Gator Mike here, back in the booth. We are tuning in for some Xfinity Series here tonight at New Hampshire, fresh off of Talladega. They are going to a completely different style of racetrack tonight, so let's see how well these drivers can handle it. In the booth with me tonight, I have got our Cup Series commissioner, K-Bart20. K-Bart, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
Not too bad. I got K-Bart in here. He might be keeping an eye on some of these guys for maybe some future cup races, per se. So we'll see. Um, K-Bart, if you'd like to give us a little insight on what the race is going to look like tonight, go for it.
Sure. I think it should be a good race. New Hampshire. It's a really tricky racetrack. I'm not really too fond of it, other than you. I know you really like the track on this game. There might be some pit strategies. We'll see, but these guys should be able to make it between each stage breaks. First stage should be 22 laps. Second stage will be 19 laps. And the last stage will be 53 laps. They will have to pit there, but we'll see if they can make it on one stop. As field one knows 37 to 38 laps, but we'll see. Usually tires usually wear because of the less banking here. I can't remember what the banking is here, but it's not like Dover. It's not like Atlanta. This track is very unique, and it's a driving track. It's not based on the car. It's all the driver's track. So
Yep, the banking here is very minimal, almost like a flat track. So we got a mile in length here, just a mile of total flatness. So kind of like what you're just driving around on the street. Anyways, I am kind of a big fan of this track, especially on this game. Heat 3, not so much, but they definitely fixed it for Heat 4, and I'm a big fan of it. And I'm also looking forward to that Cup race tomorrow night. Get me a good finish there. But on tap, we got the Xfinity Series. Right now, they are just wrapping up qualifying, so we'll be able to get you the pole winner here in just a second. But we have 16 drivers scheduled for tonight, including got a couple of Cup regulars that are dropping down into the Xfinity Series tonight with Big Jim and Stevo.
ooh.
So those are definitely two drivers and two names to keep your eye on. Other than those two, K-Bart, any Xfinity Series regular you got your eye on tonight?
Mac the Bread Man. I think he came from another league, NOS. He had his championship race last night, and I think he's fired up and wants to win. A little bit of redemption, just put his name back on top. He should have won last night, but unfortunately, a couple things happened, and he got taken out. And I think he's a little. I would still be a little heated. My eyes would be a little red after that, and I would try to look that back and move on to this league and try to get a win out of this.
Yeah, for sure. Max picked up one win already in the Xfinity Series this season, so he's looking for number 2 here tonight. Also, a couple of Xfinity guys to keep my eye on. Jagboy, who seems to do really well here on these shorter, flat tracks. He might be one to watch out for, as well as in the warm-up race. OG Info looked really quick as well. So definitely a few drivers to keep our eyes on tonight.
I have another one.
Okay,
What about
sure.
last year's winner here, LL Penn?
LL Penn is our defending winner of this race, and he is in the field tonight. So he's definitely somebody to keep your eye on. He's a very aggressive driver. So he's not afraid or ashamed to use that bumper a little bit. On the pole, we have Jagboy. So
Shocker!
Jagboy on the pole here tonight. As we're missing somebody.
I don't have an invite, by the way.
Neither do I. Let me tag somebody real quick. Make sure we get ourselves in the race. If not, I'm going to be super upset. Need to get at least one. There we go.
There we go.
I wouldn't join just yet.
Yep, just let me know. I guess since we're on a little, hush break here, how do you feel about tomorrow night's race? Do you feel like you can get a top 5 Gator?
I'm feeling pretty good about the Cup race tomorrow night. Last season I ended up with a 4th place finish here at New Hampshire, so I'm feeling pretty good again about a top five car. I don't think it's going to be enough to win, but definitely looking to be competitive. As we're waiting on 1 or 2 drivers here to be able to load back in, I guess they're having some connectivity issues. So I'm going to wait just a hot second for that. So, K-Bart, while we got a little bit of time, I heard you were a little bit sore today. Can you explain why you're a little bit sore today?
Well, I put some money down. I finally went in and bought myself a G29 wheel. The whole setup, got the seat, everything, and ran that PC2 race last night. And that was a 2-hour and 5-minute race. It was a struggle. Did a lot of practice beforehand the night before with Captain Killam and Draven. Shout out to Draven for helping me set this wheel up on both Heat 4 and Project Cars 2.
You can join.
But yeah, I haven't been on it yet today. I always have to move it because it's weirdly in my middle of my living room. But I haven't been on it today, but probably see me on the game after commentating the race tonight to practice for tomorrow night. So
yeah, for sure. It looks like we're only going to have 15 tonight. I don't see Mac's name on the list, so he might have had a last-second hang-up and will not be making the show tonight.
Oh,
so that's a little bit
no.
disappointing. But yeah, to go back to your point there, K-Bar, you have joined the Wheel Gang.
I have, yes.
And first race with it, we pulled an endurance race last night at Daytona on Project Cars, and it was a heck of a show. If you guys missed that, go back and tune in and check that out.
Yeah, totally different race. I mean, just on a wheel compared to a controller. I'll never go back to a controller ever again, Gator. As you can see, it looked like, you could tell I was pretty comfortable on it last night, but, I still got to get a lot more practice time in it, too, so.
Yeah. As I load in here to the action, these guys should already be underway, and they are, with Jagboy out front, followed closely by the 5 of Sharp, who is making his first start back after a little work hiatus. So glad to have him back in the field tonight, and he's running strong early on in P2. Let's see, as we're going to go back in the back here, we're going to ride on board with Dalton. He's in the very back looking at all the action up ahead. Makes a little bit of contact with Robster coming out of the corner, but they hang on. Going into turn 3. There's multiple lanes here you can run at New Hampshire, K-Bart. Is there one that you might think is a little bit better than another?
Yeah, the third lane, you just kind of, you don't brake that much here. You use a little brake, kind of like slide up, Oh, you got one in the wall.
Ballistic in the wall.
Ball stick.
Yep.
Yeah. Third lane, you kind of move up towards the wall and kind of come back down to the lane off the corner. I think that's the best way to extract that first is you cannot turn. You have to really slow down. You're not going to have any momentum coming off the corner. If you're stuck down there, you're going to lose position. You try to get back up on the top position as best you can.
So we've still got Jagboy in the lead. He's stretching his gap a little bit over Sharp in P2. P3, we've got one of our Cup guys, Big Jim. 4th, I'm riding on board right now with Chasing You, 33, currently in the Xfinity Series playoff standings if they were to start today. So he's off to a good start this season. Behind him, we have OG Infa, and they round out our top 5. around here. Here we go. Here's somebody we didn't mention pre-race, but is coming up from the Truck Series, driving the 90 Maxim car tonight. She is taking a break from her little centerfold career for Maxim to participate in the Xfinity Series race tonight. Katrina Knitza is in the field. I'm just joking. It's Knitz.
I was like, she. You got me.
Yeah, I just had to make fun of him because he's driving that Maxim car tonight. Making his first Xfinity start this season. As we are, I thought he was going to make it 3 wide, but it's a little bit too early for that. He backed out of it.
Yeah, Keenan, he's a veteran driver. He knows when to push it. Right now, he knows it's just stage 1. He's just riding along. He's not in here for points, so he's just waiting for the right time to make positions.
Yeah, for sure. So, I know the Cup cars on a longer run tend to get really loose here coming up out of the corner. Can you say the same for the Xfinity cars? Or are they a little bit more tight?
I would say they're a little bit more tight, but they still do get loose off. You still got to watch out, you know, how you enter and how your middle is, and not be over aggressive to make that loose off even worse. And we got the 9 car in the wall there.
Yeah, definitely. Him and young Colt made a slight contact coming up out of the corner with the 9 hitting the wall. But they keep it straight and corrected, and we stay under green here in stage number 1. We're going to go a little bit higher up here in the field. We're going to go on board with the 8 car of LD Allen, 97, who's gotten around OG info. I don't know if we missed a mistake out of that 01 car or not. But it looks like Steve-O in that black and green car up ahead, and Allen were able to get around him. Back around the 8 and up into 6. Go back up here to the front. So we have a fight for the lead. Big Jim has gotten around sharp, and he has reeled in that 22 car of Jag Boy. Our points leader and runner-up at Talladega last time out. We head off into turn 1. Here at this mile-long racetrack that is coined the Magic Mile here in New Hampshire.
Oh, it's very magical, all right.
It is magical. Looks like Jag Boy's holding strong here in the lead. Big Jim's kind of getting close, and then Jag Boy can pull it back out. Got a 3-car breakaway here for the lead. The Sharp hanging strong here in 3rd place, just watching these 2 guys fight.
Well, I'm going to repick since my guy didn't want to race tonight.
Oh, so you're going to pick after the race has started. Okay.
Well, it's still stage 1. Come on, fair. I'm gonna go with Sharp. You know, he's been really good lately. Ever since he got demoted down in the Xfinity Series, I think he's really picked it up. You know, hit his marks a little bit more. He's been, you know, been consistently up in the top 5, top 10 every race. I mean, I think he's here to show something what's going on, and I think he's here to win a championship.
Yeah, definitely. He started out the season really strong, ended up in like the top 3 to 5 in points before he had to step away due to work, and he's back now for a few races until he goes back out to work again. But every time he shows up this year in the Xfinity Series, he's always running really strong. So he's hoping for a good result here tonight. As he's our resident Coach O with that thick Louisiana accent.
Wow, Big Jim, he took the lead from Jag Boy as I was talking, and he's just pulling away.
He did. He did.
He's not here. He's here not wasting any time. Get some laps down for tomorrow. I mean, he's going to be someone to watch out for tomorrow night, too, there, Gator.
Yeah, this is Big Jim's 2nd Xfinity start this season after he got moved up to the Cup Series. following his trip to the Final Four in Xfinity last season at the championship race. He came runner-up to Max Boost 27, our Season 1 Xfinity champion. So Big Jim's happy to come back down here to the Xfinity Series, get a little bit more track time for tomorrow. S Sharp is looking under Jag Boy for second place. Don't know that he's going to get the run coming out. He does not. Jag Boy's going to clear him on that high side. So that is something about this track. The high lane gets a really good run coming up out of the corner, so it can be difficult to make that low line work. That's what makes this place so much fun to drive, in my opinion.
Looks like Jag Boy's getting a little bit loose off the corner, so we are starting to see what, probably about lap 15 right now. I'll get on the stream. Starting to get a little bit loose off the corner. Tires are starting to wear. Oh! What's going on? Sharp went around.
Sharp did go around. Our third place competitor goes around off of turn number 4.
No caution.
Everybody avoids him. No caution comes out. It's still early on. He gets it righted. He's going straight again. Didn't lose a lap, so he can hang on here. But he made a mistake coming out of turn 4, and that's going to cost him some stage points. Wow. As we're going to have a close fight for the lead as we come down here to the end of stage number 1. Left to go, K-Bart. We have about 5.
Yep, 4 laps, so this time be 3.
3 laps to go here at the line as Big Jim tries to hold off Jag Boy for stage number 1. We're going to go to our nose cam and look back at Jag Boy to watch this battle here in these final few laps of the North American eRacing League's Xfinity Series at New Hampshire tonight. Jag Boy just gets a good run in the middle of the corner, but Jim's got a good run coming off. We're off into turn number 1, coming out at 2. Do you think Jag Boy's going to give him the bumper for that stage win and that playoff point?
I would. I mean, Big
Jim
Jim's
doesn't
here
need
for
it.
not. Yeah, you don't need it. If he gets it, I mean, it's not going to be used, so I would if he gets his bumper.
Yep, this is 1 to go, correct?
Yes.
1 to go here in stage number 1, the North American eRacing League's Overton's 200 at the Magic Mile. Big Jim is out in front, coming to the end of this stage with Jag Boy, our points leader, close behind. And he makes a mistake and washes up coming out of 2, and that might seal the deal.
Yeah, that should do it.
He dives it hard into turn number 3, though, but it's not going to be enough, as Big Jim's going to come out of corner number 4 and head to the line. And he is going to take stage number 1. Big Jim, your stage 1 winner here tonight at New Hampshire in that bright yellow 77 car that he threw together tonight.
And no sponsor. What is up with that?
The Bumblebee.
Jag Boy, Chasing You, OG, and Steve-O rounds up the top 5.
Steve-O, our other Cup regular, gets the last and final stage point for stage number 1. He's driving that black and green Mountain Dew number 76. I think he's got Hooters on the hood, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Rocking the Hooters on the hood. Steve-O is looking forward to learning and getting some more track time here tonight in preparation for tomorrow's race.
Speaking of Steve-O and talking about the wheel, he has also ordered a wheel, and he should be getting it sometime this week.
Seems like everybody's ordering a wheel as the 9 car of Dalton either played strategy or he forgot to pit As we line up here for the start of stage number 2, he's going to pull
Oh,
out of
and
the way.
yeah, I think he forgot the pit.
That's what that appears to be. The 9 car of Dalton with a big mistake as we lined up for stage number 2. If he's got a pit under green, that's going to cost him a lap or 2.
Yeah, hopefully it just costs him the lap and just ride around until the end of the stage and get it back to stage 3.
Yep. We're going to go on board here with Sharp, who's trying to make his way back up through the field after that stage 1 error. He's back here in about 10th as he looks underneath the 19 of Young Colt 93 going into turn number 1. Looking ahead at Keenitz and Robster in front of him.
You got a battle between Chasing You and Jag Boy in second place, and as that happens, Big Jim's going to start pulling away here. That's what he wants to see.
As Dalton enters the pits to make a pit stop. Jag Boy and Chasing You are fighting hard here for second place. Chasing You is going to get some help going down the front stretch from the 0-1 of OG Infa, who's running that high lane here in third place. He slides up coming out of turn number 2, and that's going to give the spot to Jag Boy.
Wow, Chasing You is really
big
rolling down
hit
Big Jim.
Back for Robster in the 89. That might have been a lag, but he hit the wall hard.
I noticed he was lagging a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it looks like he just torpedoed that wall. So he might be lagging a little bit. Looks like it seems to be straightened out right now. He's scanning back to the back. As Jag Boy gets into the 23 going into turn 3, gives him a little bit of a door unintentionally. OG was looking to capitalize, but he just fell back in line in 4th place. As LD Allen looks underneath the 0-1 of OG, and he gets into him coming out of turn number 2. OG scrapes the wall. Allen's going to take that spot. Steve-O looks underneath. OG is falling back here on the high lane as the Ghost gets underneath him as well. Back to 7th place. And don't look now, but there's that 5 car Sharp who's now looking underneath OG in the 0-1 car.
Yeah, it really didn't take him that long to get back up here in the top. Looks like 8.
And he's got a fast car here tonight as he's looking underneath the 0 of the Ghost. 0-2-4-1. The Ghost gets up into the wall heading into turn 3. So, K-Bart, what's the fastest? I know we talked about the different lines here, but what do you think's the fastest? Is it going to be like the low line, the middle line, the high lane, maybe diamonding the corner? What do you think is the fastest way around this place?
That middle lane and coming off low off the corner, I think that's the fastest around this place. If you come off low a little bit, the difference of the track actually like straightens out, and you can it'll help you turn a little bit more coming off the corner. Also, you don't want to use that as much, especially at the end of the long runs, as your car is already going to get loose. So you don't want to use that too much because you'll lose it. So.
Already a third of the way through stage number 2. It's a short 19 laps here in stage 2. These guys will not have to pit in this stage either. But, barring any sort of a caution in stage number 3, they're going to have to make a green flag pit stop there, so there might be some strategy play involved. But stage 1 and 2, pretty straightforward here in the Xfinity Series tonight. Big Jim still holding off Jag Boy for the lead as LL Penn in the 4 car gets in the wall in the back of the field. Going to slow him up. Ooh, as the Ghost goes around coming out of turn number 4 in the 0.
Oh no.
Must have hit the seam.
Yep, that seam will, it's kind of dangerous. You can go around easily.
Yeah, there is a slight seam coming up out of these corners. It's not a big one like you find at Bristol or somewhere like that, but it can spin you out. It's noticeable.
There's a pro and con of that seam. It can help you turn off the corners. It can also spin you off the corners.
Yep. Go back up here to our leaders. They are right on each other, fighting hard. Jagboy trying to get back around Big Jim for the lead here in stage 2. The Bumblebee still out in front. Followed closely by our points leader in the 22. Chasing you, still holding down 3rd place in that 23 Fire Alarm Services GMS Chevrolet. Running the all-red scheme tonight.
Coming to 7 to go.
Yep, Penn and the Ghost are around in the back. That might bring out a caution. That was 2 cars. It doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to stay green. They must have got themselves corrected. Yep, they are corrected. Watching these guys here battle in the very back. Oh, the LL pin got a little bit loose. Zero and this 4 car really battling hard back here for probably about 13th, 14th place. Zero looks like he's lagging a little bit now. His LL pin looks underneath of him. Got it cleared out. Got to go back on board here with Big Jim and the Bumblebee car. With Jagboy looking up underneath. Can't get his quarter panel there going back down the back straightaway. He's going to look here into 3, maybe switch up his line. He's going to look underneath. Is he going to get the run up? He's not going to get the run out of the corner. Big Jim's going to maintain the top spot.
Looks like Sharps came back to the 4th place here, so that's a good, hopefully top 5 points for him. Oh, we got 19 in the wall.
Got a good battle for the lead. The 22 is still looking hard at that 77. Ooh, as he gives him a little bit of a bumper going into turn 3.
Looking on the side here. Can he get it in turn 1?
He's definitely going to drive it down into turn number 1, trying to find some sort of an advantage. Can he get the run off? He hangs there, but he's just not going to get the run off the corner. It's so hard to get that low line up off the corner to work. That high line gets such a big run. This LL pin is coming off
wow.
the pin lane.
Jagboy really dove it in there in turn 1 as he hits high and looks above Big Jim as he gets outside there, as he's going to have that advantage, and Big Jim does have the advantage out of that turn.
Ooh, Jagboy looks to the outside now, and he's going to get the run coming up off the corner. No, he's not. Big Jim's going to hold strong.
Wow. I would think Jagboy would have the better turnoff there, but Big Jim can just barely get in front of them and clear him off the corners right now.
How many laps we got here, K-Bart? Is this the last one, or we got 2 to go?
I've been watching the race. Hold on.
All right.
This is the last lap.
All right, last lap of stage number 2. Looks like Big Jim's going to hold on. And he's going to sweep both stages here tonight in the Xfinity Series at New Hampshire. Jagboy's going to come home in 2nd place again. So Big Jim and Jagboy both sweep the stages 1 and 2 here tonight. Looks like chasing you in the 23 got third, Sharp got fourth, and OG in fifth. To round out your top 5 here in stage 2. So here's where you make the money, K-Bart. What kind of adjustments can you make to your car to get a little bit faster around here?
Man, like Jagboy is a little looped off. I would try to fix that with tire pressures. But he's beaten Big Jim in the middle, and definitely he's over-driving into the corner. Coming off, he's a little loose. You can fix that. Big Jim, his car's locked in. It'd be interesting to see if Sharp he's going to come back here and fight for the lead. That's OG and John Cole are chasing me. Has also had a great night so far.
So Big Jim leads the field back to green here to start stage number 3, our final stage here tonight. As he's going to clear the 22 of Jagboy in turns 1 and 2, but Jagboy is going to pull the over-under and get back underneath. 3 wide for third place. Got a lot of contact here towards the middle of the field. Jagboy's going to clear Big Jim for first. Chasing You's going to follow him through for second. Sharp's looking in there for third. So Big Jim is getting shuffled out.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back.
Looks like we're going to stay under green. As Chasing You's looking underneath the 22 car for the lead, coming up out of turn number 4. She just can't quite get the run. He's got Sharp closely behind him in third place. The 23 car drives it high into turn number 1. Misses Mark just a little bit. That's going to open the door for the 5 to get under him coming up off the corner. Not enough to make a move on the 23 though. Sharp gets a run out of corner number 4. He's going to look underneath the 23 car again for second place. There's Big Jim, our stage winner here tonight, both stages. He's in 4th place, looking to get past these guys and go after Jagboy here for the win. And OG's just watching all this go down in 5th place in that 0-1 Flex Seal Chevrolet.
Jagboy is also watching all this go down behind him as he loves seeing this battle for second as he's trying to pull away.
Those top 5 have kind of stretched a little gap over 6th place is Ballstick, who we haven't mentioned tonight, has slowly crept his way up into the 6th position, followed by Robster, who we haven't talked about either. But sneaky good race here for the 11 car in the final stage.
Yeah, he's probably one of the drivers that has the most top 8 finishes other than Jagboy. Just being consistent every race. It's not all about winning, it's being consistent. You know, if you can't win any races, points are a big factor. So
yeah, that 11 car has finished in the top 10 in every race so far this season.
I think except for one, though.
Hasn't gotten too many stage points, but he always seems to find his way towards the front at the end of the race to come up with a consistently good finish. As for 3 wide in the back, looks like Kay Keenan's 22 is underneath Steve-O and Robster. They sorted that out, back to single file. Here's somebody we haven't talked about tonight. Our most recent winner here on the Xfinity circuit at Talladega, his first career NARL victory, Hostium Hose. He's not too big of a fan of this track, so he wasn't expecting too much tonight. And that 98 TJR Ford.
Yeah, I was going to expect a little bit more out of him as having more track time. Not just on the Heat 4, but also on PC2. He's a really great driver, but everybody has their own tracks that they're just not a big fan of. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of New Hampshire. Not saying I'm not going to do well tomorrow, but just not a big fan of the track, and if you're not a big fan of the track, you just always feel down before the race.
Yeah, Host Team Hose was not looking forward to tonight, but he's still feeling real good coming off of that first career win at Talladega, so he's still riding pretty high. So we're going to go back up front here with Jagboy. He's really stretched out his lead while we were back there highlighting the 98. But don't look now, that 5 Sharp has made his way up to second place, and he's trying to run down the 22 here late in the going.
There's also still plenty of time. We just passed halfway, a few laps to go, and these guys are going to have to make a pit stop. 37, 38 laps on our fuel run, but I would cut that in half, as tires are a big thing here.
Yeah, I was just fixing to ask you, K-Bart. You can play some strategy here with these final pit stops. I know the fuel window is 37, 38 laps, but the tire window might be a little bit shorter than that. So would you split this final stage in half? Would you come in as soon as possible? Would you come in as late as possible? What would you do here? What are you thinking?
I would come in, so this whole stage is 53 laps. Out of that, I would probably come in at probably about lap 23, 24. If I was sharp, I would come in at least a few laps before Jaguar just to try to get that extra couple laps of fresher tires, just to try to seclude in that gap a little bit more.
Also, do you think we might be able to see some 2-tire pit stops, possibly?
Ooh.
That'd be risky, but it might pay off.
I wouldn't do it since I don't like the track, but if you're comfortable, know your car, I would do it. But the left sides don't really go as down more as the rights, but I was seeing on some streams that the left sides do wear a little bit more than other tracks than some. So I wouldn't go for it. I would just try to top her off, get 4 fresh ones, and get out there.
There's definitely some different strategies that can be played tonight. So definitely keep tuned in for that, as we are going to come to about 40 laps to go, so we'll be approaching the very tip end of the fuel window for these guys to start pitting if they elect to pit early. The window is
I've been riding on Sharp here, the hood cam. I've noticed him just reeling in Jagboy just ever so slightly. He's really beating him in the corners. Jagboy's beating him off, but it's not as much as how he's beating him into the corners.
Yeah,
he really gained a lot of time there. So
I've been on board with Sharp as well, and he has been closing in on that 22 just a little bit each lap. So he should be able to get there if he keeps up this pace. Give Jagboy a run for his money here tonight.
And I've noticed Jagboy, he's had more of a short run car than a long run car. I'm not saying his long run car is bad, but his short run car, he's more comfortable with it. So we'll see how he does here in stage 3.
As Jagboy looks for his 4th win on the season, his first 3 came at short tracks, so he's kind of been coined the short track ace here in the Xfinity Series. I wouldn't consider this too much of a short track, but it kind of drives like one.
Yeah, anything a mile left, I could kind of as a short track if it runs like this. This is his style, this is his track, so I maybe see a win here, at least a top 3 here for Jagboy.
So here's win number 4 this season. Our points leader as he holds strong here in first place with that 5 car Sharp closing in here with less than 40 to go. The North American eRacing League's Xfinity Series race at New Hampshire tonight. The Overton's 200, that big logo in the top left-hand corner. Search around and see what kind of other action we have on the track while we let the leaders sort it out. Looks like the 11 of Ballstick made a mistake somewhere. He's kind of falling back to the end of this line.
Oh, what happened to Jagboy? Oh man, he has some front end damage.
There's Jagboy. He's falling back here at about 8th or 9th. As soon as I take my camera away, something happens to him. The only thing I can guess is that he might have gotten a little loose coming out of the corner and just looped it into the inside wall. Came up with that nose damage like that.
Yeah, how much time he lost there.
But also the 5 car.
There.
The 5 car, no, that's the 90, sorry. They're both black and white. I thought that was the 5 for a second. That would have been a crazy turn of events.
And all of a sudden, Sharp and Big Jim, and Sharp hits the outside wall, and Big Jim's battling for the lead right here.
So a golden ticket has been given to that golden car. Big Jim fighting back for the lead after the leaders had pulled away from him.
I don't know. There's some damage on Sharp's front hood there. Maybe they made some contact. Maybe Sharp actually got to him, and maybe he helped Jagboy loop around.
I'm not seeing too much damage from my point of view here. His car
still
looks pretty
right
good,
front.
But he does drive it in deep into turn number 3. Big Jim's going to go up underneath. I think they're going to make a little bit of contact. Sharp's going to let off the gas. So to avoid hitting the wall coming out of turn 4, as they go into turn 1 side by side. Big Jim washes up again and into the 5 car. Gives the 5 a bumper, and he's going to clear him coming out of turn number 2.
Oh, we got a caution.
Well, there goes all the strategy right out the window, as a caution has fallen here late in stage number 3. Looks like the 4 car LL pin is around. As the 90 car went down pit lane, so he might have got some contact. Looks like the 11 car of Ballstick is what initiated that. And reeled in his FBGM teammates, and just a big FBGM crash there, it seems like.
Yeah, so what do you think of Jagboy here? He looks like he's going to restart 10th place right here.
Yeah, he had a lot of damage to fix, so he lost a lot of spots on that pit stop.
He's really going to have to push it here and try to get back inside of top 5 to battle for the lead.
As we line up here for a late restart, they come down the backstretch with Big Jim still in the lead after those pit stops. The 23 are chasing you is in 2nd place. And Sharp here in 3rd. He's got speed. Oh, we got a big wreck in the back. It looks like the 76 might have gotten a wall coming off the corner. Collected the 89, and they both went in the inside wall. We've got these guys driving like crazy here in the back.
Oh, yeah. They know it's ready to go, so time for shine. It looks like the Jagboy's battling for 5th position already.
So Jagboy's made his way back up through the field with the quickness as these guys fight hard towards the back of the pack. Jagboy's fighting side by side with OG Infa for 5th place. We're on board here with the 19 of Young Colt looking ahead at that fight. Jagboy's going to clear him going into 3. OG's going to fall back to 6th place with the Ghost looking under him.
Oh, no contact with there.
Yeah, got a bumper from the 0-1 car to the 22. Our top 2 in points coming together here late. Looks like the 0 and the 89 both might be lagging a little bit. They're twitching back and forth here on the screen. I might be a little nervous to ride around. All right, well, it looks like they've kind of got that sorted out, so we're going to go back up here to the front. As a Big Jim is still in the lead, followed by Sharp here in 2nd place, as they've shuffled chasing you out. Chasing you's back to 4th. I can kind of hear you, Kyle. You're breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, I lost connection.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up there, but I can hear you now. As the 77 of Big Jim still leads this race, with Sharp looking to chase him down. Steve-O has quietly made his way up to third in that 76 black and green Chevrolet. Our Cup Series regulars are first and third right now, trying to show up these Xfinity boys tonight. But don't look now, that 22 of Jag Boys up to fourth and closing in fast. Looking back from Sharp's car at the 76 of Steve-O and the 22 of Jag Boy. Big Jim still holding strong out front.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Jagboy can get back up there past the third and second car. It is very hard to pass here without being too over-aggressive who you're going to pass.
Yeah.
But Big Jim, he's out there holding that lead right now, and it's looking really good for him. But we still have to make some pit stops.
We don't have to make pit stops anymore after that caution.
Caution came out. Sorry, I forgot since I lagged out.
If that caution comes out, that's going to erase any pit strategy these boys had. Fight for second here, starting to heat up. These guys are getting pretty close to each other. As we got a sandwich here between Sharp and Jagboy and Steve-O. Steve-O in that bright green car looking like the lettuce.
Oh, man. Like Jagboy should be able to clear Steve-O and going into this corner and off. And we'll see if Jagboy can reach Sharp for second and maybe battle for the contention for the win, but I'm not sure if he has enough time. They're coming to 18 to go.
Yep, Jagboy gets around Steve-O for third place, but he's still got a lot of work to do to be able to catch the 77 of Big Jim up in the lead.
I do believe he will need a caution, and if we do get a caution here in the next 5-10 laps, I mean, some pit strategies might happen. That tire wear is very crucial here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and I mean, if you're fifth on back, I'd go in, but I would do the opposite of what the leader would do.
Yep, pit tires are very crucial here. They wear out very quickly, so if a late caution does come out, that's going to throw a wrench into things. These guys, from here on out, should be able to make it on tires unless they really burn them off. We're still on board here with Steve-O, running in fourth place, looking ahead at that top three of Jagboy, Sharp, and Big Jim. Jagboy's getting a little bit closer to Sharp as he's going to try to take a peek underneath here, coming out of turn number 4. It's not going to stick. So we got a wreck in the back. We got a big wreck in the back. Caution's definitely going to come out on this.
Oh, and it does.
Big wreck in the back.
Oh, big wreck. Ballistic, I was watching his stream, and he barely went in the middle of that wreck, cars flying everywhere, and somehow he survived.
It looked like it was started with some contact between Keenitz and Robster, maybe with a little bit of that lag from the 89 car coming out of turn number 4, and they just came together, and everybody piled on in there in the back of the field. Brings out a caution here late, so that's the caution Jagboy needed.
Looks like ninth on the back is... looks like top 6 right now is going to pit. We'll see. I can't see the top of it. If I was Jagboy, if all these people are pitting, I would be coming in.
Oh, definitely.
I want that fresh car.
You got to take those tires here. There's just too much time left to not pit. as we line up here for a late restart here at New Hampshire. Probably about 12 to 13 to go here. Big Jim leads the field back to green. Sharp on his outside. Jagboy in third. As Jim kind of washes up in turn number 1, Jagboy's going to try to go underneath of both of them. So Big Jim's able to clear. He got side by side for second and third. Jagboy gets a bump going in the corner.
Big Jim really moves up. He's going to lose 3 positions going in that corner.
Big Jim missed his mark going into the corner. Jagboy's going to come out with a lead after a little bit of a bump from Steve-O to help him through the corner.
Yeah.
These guys are getting a little wild here in crunch time.
This is what Jagboy would like to see, a battle for second as he pulls away, as Big Jim and Sharp battle for that second position as Steve-O's up there.
Yep, Sharp gives the bumper back to Steve-O. We're on board here with Chasing You, who's looking ahead in these top 3 or 4.
So a bump from Steve-O. Steve-O's going to battle for the lead.
Steve-O bumps the 22 car Jagboy out of the way, trying to take that top spot here late. He dives it off into turn number 3. Is he going to clear? He's not going to clear just yet. The 22 of Jagboy is going to get a run coming off the corner. Steve-O does clear the 22, pinches up in front of him. Going down the front straightaway, Steve-O to the lead.
Coming in 9 to go after this time by. Great battle for the lead right here, Gator.
The 5 of Sharp is able to clear the 22, and he's going to look underneath Steve-O for the lead. Going into turn 3. Ooh, Big Jim gives Jagboy the bumper. Jim gets a big run off. Big bump from Jagboy and Jim into the Sharp. They're going to go 3 wide coming out of turn number 2 for second place.
And this is what Steve-O needs to see. He loves to see this battle for second. As I said that just a while ago with Jagboy, anything can happen. But look at this battle for second as Steve-O will pull away right now.
Jagboy runs the 77 of Big Jim up the track. Maybe a little bit of payback for the bumper he got a few laps ago.
As Jagboy is
Big Jim gets a bumper back. Here comes Sharp underneath the both of them. 3 wide again coming out of turn number 2. Now. 3 wide coming down the back stretch. Who's going to give going into 3? Is anybody going to give? No, they're all going to send it in there. And Steve-O is loving this. Sharp's going to clear them both. Yep. Power move off the bottom lane.
Not need a caution.
Power move off the bottom lane from Sharp.
They are just...
Big Jim into the wall!
As that second group has found the second place, third place, fourth place group, as Steve-O, he's in another country right now.
Big Jim with some damage after hitting the wall hard in turn 1 and 2. Let's try to circle around here to Sharp.
And that was 5 to go here, Gator.
5 to go right here at the line. As Jagboy looks under Sharp here for second place. Going down the backstretch.
How nervous do you think Steve-O is right now?
Steve-O's looking for his first career North American eRacing League victory here tonight. So going to have maybe 2 in a row here in the Xfinity Series. As Jagboy's going to clear Sharp coming out of turn number 4. As Steve-O gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 2, it looked like. That's going to allow the 22 to close in.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he gained a lot of time there as they are coming to 3 to go this time by.
3 to go this time by here in the North American eRacing League Xfinity Series at New Hampshire. Steve-O crosses the line in first. Jagboy in second place as he's closing in. But don't rule out Sharp. Yeah. He is still hanging close in third place.
Jagboy is right on his bumper now.
Steve-O's going to throw a block.
3. I don't blame him.
Steve-O throws a block. Jagboy gets a bump. Sharp's going to go underneath.
Oh, my gosh!
Sharp's going to clear them both.
Steve-O in the wall.
Jagboy in the wall. Sharp gets a big run off of turn number 4, and he's going to pull a few car links here with 2 to go. Big Jim and Jagboy fighting hard for second place as the field stacks up behind Sharp. Coming to 1 to go here, Kyle.
Yep, 1 to go.
1 to go here in the North American eRacing League Xfinity Series, but Sharp taking the white flag, but Big Jim coming out of nowhere.
And we got a wreck. Big Jagboy spinning.
Caution is out. Is that it?
And Sharp is the winner.
Caution is out. Sharp 24 is going to be your winner here tonight with a power move in turn 3. It's going to pull off the miracle here tonight.
We got Sharp, Big Jim chasing you, OG, and Steve-O round out top 5, followed by Jagboy, Dalton, the Ghost, Ballistic, and Keenan top 10.
What crazy racing here at the end of this thing. That was wild, but I'm sure there's going to be some tempers flowing after that. I saw quite a few bumpers being given here on that late restart.
I know we don't have any tempers up here in the booth between us two. That was a great race in stage 3 for us.
Wow. What an insane finish here tonight. Okay, Bart, since it's your party, if you want to get our winner up in here. Sharp 24 picking up his first career North American Racing League victory tonight.
Can't believe it. That was a great race. I thought Jagboy was going to win it. I thought Steve-O was going to win it, and all of a sudden Sharp came back as he comes in the party right now.
Yep, as we are joined by our race winner, his first career victory here in the North American eRacing League. Sharp, how in the world did you pull that off tonight?
Man, that was crazy. I don't know what to say right now.
That was some... That final restart with about 10 to 12 to go just saw some crazy racing there. 2, 3 wide bumpers being given, and you managed to survive and pull out and get your first win. What did you do that put you in position for that here late in the race?
I think we were able to do that, man. Shout out to Jagboy and Big Jim. That was a hell of a race from between those two guys, but then that was a lot of fun. And, you know, I got out front, and I knew that they were going to be coming back to me, and I figured it was going to be bump and runs. You know, nothing to wreck everybody, but just enough to try to give everybody some room. And after I fell back to third, I was kind of trying to keep a level head and just say, well, we still got a few laps left. Anything can happen. And after I got back up front, I was really, really loose there, and I was just, I'm like, let me just see the white flag, just see that last lap, and I think that caution saved me because Big Jim and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Sharp, congratulations on your first North American eRacing League win. You kind of called your shot before this race, and you managed to back it up here tonight. So congratulations on that. Partnering me in the booth, I have K-Bart, our Cup Series commissioner. K-Bart, what kind of question do you have for our winner?
Sharp, congratulations. That was an amazing race. That was probably one of the most amazing races I've ever commentated with Gator Mike, especially. He's always been the partner up here with me. Did you think you had a chance at Steve-O? You guys were battling for second between you, Big Jim. Did you guys think you guys were going to catch Steve-O, Jagboy as well? I think he had like a second lead. Jagboy had a second lead. Was it more of the draft? Was it just more of that first place person just messing up and you guys getting more potential more potential ideas to go for it and pass them.
Right, absolutely. Jag got a great run. I mean, like I said, I believe he was the strongest car all night long, and he made a hell of a rebound to get all the way back up there. When he got around me, I was only like 6 or 7 laps to go. I did a really good restart with Steve-O, and I felt Jag Boy had a chance to get there. Me, it was questionable. I think I would have been content with second at that point because Jag was just on rails. Steve-O kind of got a little bit loose, and when he went down the block, kind of backed the corner up just a little bit there because I felt they were going to have a bad entry, and sure enough, the lane just opened up for me, and I mean, in the heat of the moment, I'm not sure if I caught Jag in the corner. I didn't mean to pass him like that. I would have liked it to be a little bit cleaner, but that was probably going to be my one shot to get back up front. And if I wouldn't have gotten back to them, I doubt I would have had a shot because that was a one opportunity when they were going side by side in the 3, and it opened up, and I was able to get the lead and run away with it. And like I said, I think the caution definitely saved me because Big Jim was on a mission coming to the white.
Well, congratulations again. Our resident Coach O finds his way into victory lane tonight. Sharp, is there anybody you want to shout out before we let you get out of here?
Man, I mean, I gotta give a shout out to everybody in the league. I mean, definitely again, I gotta shout out to Big Jim, Jag Boy, all the guys that were in my chat party tonight. They definitely ran a great race tonight. Gave each other some great advice on definitely the adjustments, lines to run, how we needed to get to the front. Jag Boy and Big Jim, it was just a ton of fun racing with those guys. I mean, I know I race with them on a daily basis, but definitely in these league races, it's definitely a different level. And for them to be able to race side by side with me like that, and everybody's running at a high level, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, congratulations again, buddy, on your first career North American eRacing League victory tonight here at New Hampshire. So have a good night, man. I bet it feels nice.
Yes, indeed. All right, Big Jim, like I said, I was shouting out. Great race tonight, bud.
Yeah, back at you.
There's Big Jim, our runner-up here, joining in the booth tonight. Jim, that final restart was chaotic, to say the least. You went from the lead, found the wall at one point, back to 5th or 6th place, managed to work your way back up, got within a bumper of Sharp coming to the white flag, and caution comes out. So is there anything that you could have done better to put that car in victory lane tonight?
I made one adjustment too many on that last restart. Really would have done better without that restart, but it's a racing deal. But yep, I just went down a little too far on the left rear. The thing, I don't know if you saw, but the thing shot up the track there in turn 3, gave the inside to, I think it was 22 and 5. But yeah, you were talking about that that part where I met the wall in turn 1. That's because I had a bumper full of the 22 just pushing me all the way up there. I don't think he meant to do it, but he misjudged that really bad. Threw me right into that wall. Put me back to 5th.
A little bit of contact from Jag Boy there into Big Jim is what sent Jim into the wall. But you rebounded nicely, came away with a runner-up finish. I know it's one spot short of what you really wanted, but you definitely had a fast car tonight, winning both stages. So hope.
Yeah, and it was a ton of fun too. I mean, for those first 2 stages, me and the 22 were racing really good. He wiped himself out that one time, but before that, it was great racing. We were side by side, using outside, inside lanes, seeing who would get the run off. It was incredible racing. And then, yeah, stage 3 went around, and it's just like everyone lost their minds getting to the end of that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, joining me in the booth tonight, I got our Cup Series competitor and Commissioner K-Bart. K-Bart, what kind of question you got for our runner-up here tonight?
Yeah, congrats on second, man. How'd you feel that racing was at the end? Do you think it was too over aggressive for the series? Do you think it was just perfect and everything moves on? And I mean, we'll see what the FO thinks of it, but I thought it was pretty clean. Steve came down, made a block. Do you think that was over exaggerated, or hey man, it's for the win, I gotta do what I gotta do?
I saw that block, and I saw the 22. The 22 got a nice run there out of 2 and got him on the backstretch. And then the thing was, you can block a little bit there, but I think you know this better than anyone when I blocked you in the Clash race that you can't block any more than you make that initial move. After that, you just got to give that inside or outside to that guy. So I think that the block was clean, but when he started continuously falling down the track, that's when it became a little bit questionable.
Well, Big Jim, runner-up tonight here in the Xfinity Series. Hope you enjoyed the racing a little bit. You're going to join us tomorrow here in the Cup race.
I'd like to shout out.
Before we get to that Cup race, is there anybody you want to shout out before we let you get on out of here?
Yeah, man, I'd just like to shout out the FBGM guys. We've been on quite the roll the last couple weeks. I'm look forward to see how we got it going for New Hampshire. The Cup race coming up tomorrow.
All right. Well, Big Jim is going to join us tomorrow night for the Cup Series race at New Hampshire. Myself and K-Bart will be included in that, so make sure you guys tune in to that. Xfinity Series, next time they're going to be in action is 1 week from tonight. They're going to be off on Wednesday, but 1 week from tonight is going to be Road America. So if you like some road course racing, make sure to tune in next Sunday night as the Xfinity Series hits Road America. For everybody here at the North American eRacing League, K-Bart, myself, runner-up in the party here, Big Jim, Sharp, our winner, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And to all my gnarly ones out there, hope you catch us next time here for the Xfinity Series. Thanks for tuning in, guys.